Hello, INRW 0310. Welcome to the fall 2022 semester. This video is just going to go over the course syllabus with you and just a brief review of how our online course is going to be structured. As you watch this video, write down any questions you may have and feel free to email me or meet with me to talk about it. I'm happy to help as well. So my name is Renee Maluli. I am your instructor for the course. Miss Maluli or Renee is fine, either of those. You can contact me with my email address here. Just be careful and note that it's an L in my email, not a number. It's tricky, right, with the email they gave me. So I recommend just copying and pasting my email address to send me a message. If you've never sent email before, I always go to my.epcc.edu and you log in with your normal login information that you use for everything. And then I'm on a computer right now, so it might look different if you're on a phone. But I click the my email here or here, and that's how you hover over to send me an email. You can also use Blackboard message. So Blackboard, if you've never used it before, is the learning management system that we use to communicate and for you to review and complete coursework. We use everything through Blackboard. When you log into Blackboard with that same login that you use for everything else associated with EPCC, you'll have a list of all your courses. I can't show you that since I'm not enrolled in courses, but you'll look for my course, INRW 0310, and when you click it, this will be your homepage. It'll look exactly like my screen here. So on your homepage, if you click messages, this is when you click the plus sign here, and that's another way to email me as well. This course is online, 100% online. I'll talk about what that means in just a second. If you want to meet for office hours, I have in-person office hours from 3:30 to 5:30 every Wednesday. This will be helpful if you're home to Via Verde campus close by. Just because you're in my online class does not mean that you don't have to stop by to my in-person. I'm here for you, whether you're online or in my in-person classes. I'm there every Wednesday on the second floor of the new building, the AST building. I also have, this might be a little more convenient for you since you're taking online with me, I will be available for online office hours 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. on Fridays using Microsoft Teams. On our Blackboard homepage, if you click this link right here that says click here to join my virtual office hours, this link here will take you to where I am. I'm logged in. I'm not having a meeting. I'm not holding class. Sometimes I think students are shy and afraid to click in, afraid I'm talking to another student, and that could certainly happen, but it's office hours. It's open to all my classes. If you hop in and you want to meet a little later because I'm talking to a student, that's fine. You don't have to log in right at 8. If you log in at 9, I'm still there on Fridays between that time frame. If you click here during my 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Friday at virtual office hours, and you get an error message, it's not working, or I'm not letting you in, please send me an email right at that moment so that I understand what the error is and that I can let you in. Otherwise, I won't know. Or if you tell me the next day or something, right, I won't know about it. It'll be too late. So that's something to think about. If either one of these office hours don't work with your schedule, I understand. I have a crazy schedule as well. I'd be happy to meet with you outside of them. Just send me an email and let me know. And I'll probably ask you to send me 3 different days and times that you're available. And I promise, eventually match our schedules up so that we can meet outside of office hours. So if you have any questions about that, let me know. There is a required textbook for our class. We will use it all semester, so it's very important to get. This is the information for it, and ISBN numbers. You can get the paperback, loose leaf, or ebook, whatever is more convenient for you, whatever makes the most sense financially. I understand that textbooks are stressful, and I don't want them to be. On Blackboard as well, I have a link here that provides more information about that with links that you can use as resources if you want to use those to get the books. You don't have to. You don't have to go through the bookstore, is my point. However, you can get the book in the most amount of sense. I just always tell you all that to email me before you purchase, just to get that one final verification that you have the right textbook as well. Second edition is what you're looking for. I don't have any other editions of this book. I've been teaching at EPCC for a little over 4 years, and I tend to teach English 1301, English 1302, and INRW 0311. So every so often I get INRW 0310. It's exciting, but it's changed since I last taught it. So the book, has changed as well. So I'm new to this book as well. Since this is an online course, there are certain requirements with technology, internet connection, of course, wherever you're completing coursework, access to your EPCC email and Blackboard, access to Blackboard because we use this for everything in our course, access to a computer or laptop to complete your coursework. You can't use a cell phone to complete coursework. You can certainly use a cell phone to check in, check emails, quick little things like that, though. That's fine. You want Microsoft Word or Google Docs is acceptable to type more of the formal writing in our class, but it's not. It's helpful for that, and that's what we mainly use it for your quote essays or I should say writing activities in this class, writing compositions. If you have Apple products, don't use Pages because Blackboard doesn't show the file and I'm not able to give you feedback. And if you're in a writing class, you want to make sure you can see my feedback. Otherwise, you're not sure why you got the grade you got, right? If you're new to all of this technology, like Microsoft Word, or you have a Gmail account, but you don't know how to use Google Docs, this file right here explains how to use it if you want to create an account. It's free. If you have a Gmail account, it's already there. But if you already have Microsoft Word on your computer, then you don't have to worry about that at all. Access to an appropriate internet browser, Chrome, Firefox, Edge, and Safari are the most common. If you're not sure how to download those to your computers, this link right here explains how to download them. You don't need all of them. I use Google Chrome the most, but if you have Apple, Safari is the common one as well. You want to save, if you use Microsoft Word or Google Docs, you want to save the work as a docx or PDF only. PDF is preferred because Blackboard doesn't distort the layout. If you're not sure how to save files in docx or PDF, I think it's in this one. It should be here. No, it's not. Where is it? Let's see. Here it is. Right in front of me. This file, 1.4, explains how to do that as well. A USB is not required. It's simply recommended. Wherever you save your work, make sure that you have a backup on a flash drive, or even if you have to email stuff to yourself, you don't want to lose the work that you're working on, because if you lose it, and that's not fun or exciting at all. So if y'all have if anything is too technical here and you have questions about what I mean by any of this, again, don't hesitate to reach out to me and I can explain further. This is the official course description of INRW 0310. This is just to practice reading and writing skills, concrete skills, to better prepare you for future courses related, whether that be INRW 0311, 12, English 1301, and 1302. So it's a lot of different critical thinking and learning comprehension skills with reading, writing, and putting it all together in the paragraph form and short essay documents. All good, excellent practice to better prepare you for future writing and reading courses. Since this class is 100% online, it's also known as an asynchronous course. What that means is we do not meet for class at all. Everything is pre-recorded, like you're seeing here. And every Monday morning, a new weekly module folder will become available on Blackboard. So as early as Monday morning, you should be able to see a new week open up. That folder will be available from Monday through Sunday of that week for you to review and complete everything in that folder. So what I recommend from personal experience is don't wait until Sunday night to review and complete everything in that folder. You won't have enough time. That's a cool thing about asynchronous online courses is you work at your own pace within the week deadline. It's your own schedule, since everybody has different schedules and work and classes and life going on. It's a good thing. The problem is time management skills, right? It's really going to pressure you to make sure you're completing the tasks on time and when they're due, myself included. It can be tough. So a lot of freedom in it, but you have to be really good with time management as well, which you'll learn. You want to allow at least 8 hours a week to complete work. Could be more, could be less, depending on what's going on with the week. And everybody has different learning styles, so there's nothing wrong with how long or short you take with each week. You always want to keep track of your grades on Blackboard so that you know where you're standing in the course throughout the semester. You can find your grades up at the top right here where it says grade book. Always keep track of your grades, and don't hesitate to email me. Blackboard can be very confusing until you kind of get used to it. So it can be kind of technical and overwhelming sometimes. So if something's confusing on Blackboard or in the grade book, please don't hesitate. The system is very sensitive sometimes too. So don't hesitate if something seems unclear. Students can earn a total of 1,000 points in this course by the end of the semester. A perfect score is 1,000. Anywhere from an A is 1,000 to 900 points. A B is 899 to 800 points, so on and so forth. So basically each letter grade by the end of the semester is 100 points. Sometimes students freak out when they hear that. They think it's a lot of points and a lot of work. It's actually to help you, because say you had a bad week, it happens, right? We're only human. Hopefully that won't be detrimental to your grade because you have so many points headed your way. Something in our course in INRW 310, students cannot receive a D in the course by the end of the semester. It's either A, B, C, or F. And then this is a breakdown of our assignments. Students are required to write at least 8 writing compositions in the class. Those collectively in total will be worth 600 points. They're the most important part of your grade, but there's other important stuff too, of course. You're going to do review activities. Those could be in the form of writing journals, discussions with each other, grammar practice, etc. Those collectively by the end of the points total to 200 points. And then you'll have a final quote exam, not a test, an essay, a formal, putting it all together kind of essay to close out the semester and everything you learn. Like I said, this class is excellent ways to practice your reading and writing, and you're going to see how much you grow by the end of it, I promise. That's also going to be 200 points total. So the grand total, if my math is correct, is 1,000 points for all of this. Let me know if you have any questions about that. Instructor policies is so important because every instructor does things different. Email me or visit during office hours if you have questions about anything. We can work on anything. Starting your writing compositions, going over anything on Blackboard, going over files or readings, I'm here for you. If you know you're going to be unable to submit an assignment, if you're unable to submit it ahead of time, submit an assignment the day it's due, I should say. If you know this is a typo. If you know you will be unable to submit an assignment the day it's due, submit it before it's due, not after. Don't wait till the last minute to contact me about missed work. Communication is key in an online course. That way I know what's going on all the time. So don't be shy and don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. I don't accept any coursework through email because I get a ton of emails. It'll get lost. Always submit your coursework through Blackboard unless I tell you otherwise. No coursework can be submitted late unless you provide a valid reason. That's just a way for us to stay focused and keep moving forward with everything. Every week we have something new, so it's hard to go back, make up something, and then move forward. It's always very tricky. So just be careful with that, but communicate with me, of course. Only use your EPCC email address or Blackboard message to communicate with me. This is a school policy I have to follow. I will not respond to any other email addresses such as Gmail or Yahoo or anything like that. It also may go to my spam or junk folder and I may not see it. If you email me and it's been days that I haven't gotten back to you, double check the email address that you sent it to and then email me again because that is weird. That wouldn't happen. And speaking of emails, if you do email me, they will be responded within 24 hours on Monday through Friday. Sometimes I check email on weekends, but a lot of times I'm prepping for the course for next week or grading or anything like that. So I can't guarantee that they will be answered on the weekend. If you do email me over the weekend, expect a response by Monday. Like I said, if you can't meet during office hours, send me an email. I'd be happy to schedule an appointment with you for a different day or time. I hope you don't ever have to drop the course. If it's a grade concern, talk to me about it first. I can't promise that we can do anything about it, but we want to see what's going on first. If we decide together that it's best that you drop, or if you have to drop for something else outside of grades, life happens. I hope it doesn't, but just know that it is the student's responsibility to withdraw from the course. I do not drop students. Sometimes students think if they just take the zeros, that I'll eventually drop them, but I don't. And then you stay enrolled in the course. And then by the end of the semester, it's an F and it hurts the GPA. If you don't know how to withdraw from a course, I can certainly help you. But just know that you have to submit the paperwork yourself. We're in an online course, so obviously be respectful of each other to have a positive work environment. That's in any form, discussions, emails, office hours, Blackboard mail, etc. Technology is not perfect. If you have difficulties submitting anything, please email me at that exact time. Take a picture of the error that you're getting. Not that I don't believe you, but just so I understand what error you're getting as well. Try to show the day and time too, just again, so we can see what's going on. We'll talk about plagiarism. You want to submit original coursework. We use Save Assign on Blackboard to double check work. A slight goal that we'll cover in this class. I focus it on a little bit more in my other English courses. It's more of just we want to practice the foundations of reading and writing, but something very important is how to support what you're writing about with evidence. So I'll certainly teach you though how to give credit when credit needs to be due, because that's an important objective, of course, that I'm here to teach you about as well. These are just resources for you. If you have questions about that, let me know. If you have questions about important dates related to the college in terms of drop dates, census dates, holidays, and finals, let me know. The most important part of our syllabus is this part. It's our course calendar. I recommend that you download this syllabus and save it to your own computers, perhaps even print it or at least print these last pages so you always know what is going on in the current week we're in and in the future weeks ahead. Like I said, every Monday morning, check into Blackboard, see what you have to do for the week. It doesn't mean that you have to get started right then, but just so that you can map out your week and plan your week around the course, thinking, okay, tomorrow I'll look at these files, Wednesday I'll look at these files, Thursday I'll work on the assignment, whatever is easier and more convenient for you. This is your own schedule. But you do have weekly deadlines, of course, so it'll remind you what week we're in. We're in week 1. In the module folder, we're just going to go over the course itself. So the only reading is the syllabus. And you do have a review activity that's due by Sunday. You'll have Sunday deadlines for pretty much everything until finals. So that's why you don't want to wait until the last minute for anything. And then these chapters are from the textbook that's required. So these are just reminders of what you're going to read. These chapters are pretty long, I've noticed. So what I am reminding you is please check Blackboard at the start of each week to find the exact pages we will cover in the book reading chapter, because I'm going to kind of break them up a little bit. And not all the readings from start to finish in the chapter are relevant. So you don't have to read the whole chapter usually. So check Blackboard too before, unless you want to get more reading out of it. There's no judgment if you want to read the whole chapter. It's awesome, actually. But check Blackboard just to make sure as well. I always tell students, you don't have to read every little detail of the course calendar when you get started, but just focus on what week you're in and peek into the next week just so you have an idea what's ahead of you as well. So that is our course syllabus. It's here to download. It's always going to be there. It says hidden right now, but it won't be hidden for you. The class hasn't gone live yet, so I'm recording this right before. But the syllabus will always be here if you have questions. Like I said, Monday morning, you'll always see the week folder open, and it'll close Sunday of that week. So right now, you'll see shortly that week 1 is available. It'll have what dates, Monday through Sunday, that it's available. And when you click it, everything in that weekly folder will drop down. If you notice, I have these numbered 1.0, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. These are visual reminders to go in the order that they're in. So you want to go in the order that everything is falling under, because it's a progressive way to review everything in the folder. I always start with an objectives file. Just a reminder again of when everything is available for the week. I love movies and I love songs, so I think it's fun to start the week off with a suggestion for both. You don't have to watch these or listen to these. I just think it's fun to incorporate it in the class. If you have any to recommend, let me know and I'll add them. But at the bottom is the most important. It'll have the objectives, the readings, and the deadlines for the week. And this matches the syllabus calendar. So this is where you'll see the more specific pages in the chapters that I want you to read for the week. We're not reading the book this week because I want you to have time to get it and all that stuff. So this will always match the syllabus calendar. It's going to be tempting some weeks to think, I don't want to do all this. I'm just going to go into the assignment and do it. That might work some weeks, but a lot of the times in that assignment, I'll be telling you to refer to one of these files, so you have to go back anyway. So that's why, to make it as painless as possible, I recommend just starting from the top and going in the order. You can click them like that, or you can navigate through them there should be a little, it's because I'm not in student view. I think there should be a little arrow somewhere over here where you can click through them that way too. But that's just a thing that I recommend to students. It's tempting to jump just to the assignment and ignore everything above it. But a lot of the times I'm going to tell you to refer to one of those. You'll have to go back anyways. What else? So that's what's available since we're barely in week 1. But on Monday, August 29th, Monday morning, you'll see week 2 below this. And that's how it's going to be throughout the semester. So I don't think I have anything else to cover for our course. I teach a lot of different English classes. So if something seems like it's for another class, bring it to my attention, guys, because I'm adjusting to multitasking this semester. I'm sure you are as well. But the calendar here, a lot of students like using it. I don't recommend it. You have a syllabus calendar that is more in tune with everything. Plus, when you click calendar, it's only going to take you to the assignment that's due. And you're going to be confused because none of this is being reviewed. So just little tricks. I was an online student once too, so I'm here to help. But that's it, y'all. If you have any questions, let me know. Happy fall 2022 semester. I'm so looking forward to getting to know each and every one of you. Have a great start.